What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Small Turtle. So, I just wanted to kind of explain what the video is, if you can't already tell from the title, of what I am doing here, right? So, I'm doing a zombies tier list, which I originally only wanted it to be a Treyarch zombies tier list, but the tier list that I found on Tier Maker, I couldn't find any other like recent ones that also include that only include Treyarch. So the tier list that I ended up doing in this video was it was basically like all the maps, like from Modern Warfare 3, well, from World at War all the way to Modern Warfare 3, every single iteration of zombies. But I only ranked the maps that I actually played because I did not play every single map in like World War II or Infinite Warfare. So like, in the ending, you're gonna see some maps that I haven't ranked. You'll be like, oh, why didn't he rank it? This is why. I'm explaining it to you now. And also, I wanted to kind of explain the tiers that I am gonna be. I'm gonna try to explain the tiers. So, like during like the middle of the video, I kind of removed something about the tiers. So I just want to explain that as well. So basically, how I'm kind of ranking them, first of all, is just my opinion, which maps I personally enjoy more. And also it's like F tier is like bad maps, right? Maps that I really don't want to go back and play. D tier is maps that are I can go back and play them once in a while, but I really am not like I am not trying to play those maps often at all. For C tier, those are like C tier is like okay, average kind of maps. Like, I can play them. They're fine. Like, you know. And then for B tier, those are like the good maps, right? Those are maps where I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll play this almost anytime. I enjoy myself playing these maps, and they have some flaws, but for the most part, they're fine. A tier maps, now these are where it starts to get really good. These are like my some of my favorite maps in zombies. Like if anyone says let's play this map, I'll be excited. I'll start smiling. Like, oh, you want to play that? All right, let's go. And then of course S tier. S tier is the very best of the best maps that like I want to play solo co-op no matter what. I would always be down to play these maps. So I hope that was a relatively easy to understand explanation of how I was kind of trying to tier these maps, trying to rank them. And again, it's just my opinion. Like I'm not doing like an objective map ranking. These are just my personal favorites, how I feel about the map. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Moving forward. So I'm just gonna pick these maps in random order, and yeah. The first map I'm gonna be ranking here is Duran Fong, just to get it out of the way, because there's no way, there's no way that people actually play this map. Okay, Vanguard Zombies did pretty much everything wrong. You cannot tell me there is no way people out there enjoy Vanguard Zombies. This is the easy 100% worst map that has ever been released, ever, just ever. All right, and no matter what anyone says, you cannot change my mind. When I only played this map once, I played it once when it came out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Like Vanguard was such a waste of money. I cannot believe I bought it. Whew, but that's my mistake, I guess. But wow, for the two people that actually enjoy this map, sorry, not sorry at all. Moving on, I'm gonna do Noct. Let's do Noct, first map. So honestly, this might make some people mad. And okay, well, I know like these tiers look kind of harsh, like bad maps, awful maps, but I feel like I will say this. Well, except for F tier, like F tier is like, no, I don't want to play you at all. For these other tiers, like I can play most of these maps and have a decent time. But honestly, I'm gonna put Noct in D tier, man. I don't know. I know it's the first zombies map, and people, because it's the first, people usually put it like at least like C tier, maybe B tier or something, but not for me. Not for me. I mean, I get it. I do get it. It started like, it was the foundation for every single map that came afterwards, right? But I would rather play most other maps than play Knocked, to be honest. I don't really get that much enjoyment out. And I guess I didn't play, my first game was Black Ops 1, my first zombies game. So I don't have that nostalgia of playing Knocked until when World at War for the first time. So I guess that is what it is. I can still play it, but it's definitely my least favorite World at War map and a map I don't enjoy, to be honest. But it kind of like, to me, it shows just how much zombies has improved. You know, like this is the first map, and then later on we get maps like Shadows. Spoiler alert, I like Shadows a lot. Again, I'm not gonna rank the maps that I never played. So like these Extinction, why is Extinction even here? You know what, let's do Extinction. I think Point of Contact was the first map for Extinction, and I guess I'll rate it. I played it a couple times. Do I put it F tier or D tier? I'm gonna put it D tier just because, like, Call of Duty Ghosts was an interesting game. They tried a lot of new things. And, like, I guess I'll give them credit. I will give them credit for at least trying something new. Like, it was an interesting concept. It was like, you know, ooh, aliens, you're doing, like, objectives and stuff. Interesting concept, but I would never go back to play it. I would never go back. Okay, next map, let's do like let's do Groston House. Kind of a weird one. So I did play this, and I will say this. I played World War II Zombies, obviously. I thought it was really cool how after you do the Easter egg for the final Reich, I thought it was super cool how they gave you this free little map. I thought that was so cool because I didn't even know. I didn't know this map existed, so I was like, oh, that's so cool. So, and you know what? I actually had fun in this map. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put a C tier. I played it like a couple times. Like I played it definitely more than Point of Contact and Doron Fong. I mean, maybe I can put it D tier, like the top of D tier, but for now I'll put it in the C tier. I'll see if I change it later on. By the way, the placements do matter. Like, I'd rather play Knocked than play Point of Contact. So the placements inside the tiers matter. But I thought Groston House was just like a fun little survival map that you get after the Easter egg. And I thought that was really, you know, I thought it was cool. I had fun playing this map. There's nothing much more to it. It's just a small survival map. I had fun, so it is what it is. I think next up, let's do a Black Ops 4 map. Let's do Dead of the Night. Now, Dead of the Night, Dead of the Night. First of all, interesting how there was, like, you found out the map came out the day of it coming out. There was no trailer or anything to get us hyped about this map. That's the first thing that was kind of weird. But, I played it a bit. I don't think I played it, you know, no, I played it a decent amount. I think I never did the Easter egg for this map. On Black Ops 4, that's kind of when I started, that was when I started to, like, check out from, like, doing these Easter eggs and stuff. On Black Ops 4, I think I only did, like, 2 of the map's Easter eggs. I attempted, we'll talk about that later, actually, whatever. But Dead of the Night, I mean, I'll put it above Groston House. Like, it was an alright map. I thought it was cool. I thought the location was cool. I thought, even though the vampires are annoying and the werewolves, I thought they were cool concepts and they were decent. Alright. Again, never did the Easter egg. I never even attempted it. But I did get, like, the Alistairs. Like, I got the Wonder Weapon fully upgraded and stuff. I thought, Wonder Weapon's pretty cool. The map's alright, you know. I don't think I would necessarily, if I was to open up BO4, I don't think Dead of the Night would be the first map that I would, like, be super excited to go and play. You know what I mean? But it's a decent map. I can still play it and have fun once in a while. Let's do a Black Ops 1 map now. Ascension. Who? Now listen to me. I love Ascension. I love it. I love how you start the map, it's all black and white. It's like turn on the power, you get all the color. I love the map. Now saying that, there is one thing about this map that holds me back from putting it like A tier, or well, I would not put it S tier, but like maybe A tier. So I'm gonna put it B tier first of all. But oh my god, the monkeys, I hate the monkeys. Like just thinking about playing that map to me, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta deal with the monkeys. Oh my god, that's the first thing that pops into my mind. Especially if I want to play solo. Like I like playing, you know, I like playing with friends obviously and stuff, but I also like playing zombies solo, right? So having the monkeys kind of ruin that solo experience for me is just like, ugh, you know? I wish I would want to play it more, you know? I like Ascension, but I feel like Ascension, the map, it's a map that I can only play on co-op. I don't enjoy playing the map solo. Maybe it's just me. Oh, I can't deal with the monkeys. I don't like the monkeys. I'll still give it a B tier. It's still a good map, but whoever thought of those monkeys, who man, I do not enjoy your ideas. Okay. Okay, next up, let's do 5. Now 5, I see it as like a fun challenge map. Like it's hard, and that's what makes me like it. Okay, you know, hold on. But it's like I know some people don't like 5 because of like I guess how challenging it is and stuff, but I like that. I like how it's challenging. I like the characters. They're funny. And I know the map is like reused from campaign, but like a bunch of maps are reused from campaign. I don't care. And I love 5. Maybe love's a strong word. Actually no, I love 5. It's just, to me, it is just a fun map. I know the Winter Weapon kind of sucks, the Winter's Howl, but again, I like the Winter's Howl. It kind of adds on to like the challenging aspects of it. So, and I can also play it solo, unlike Ascension. I hate playing Snap solo. So for 5, I'll put 5 above Ascension in the B tiers though. I know it's gonna surprise people because people do not enjoy the map as much as I do, but I like 5. Let's go for Shinonuma. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Shinonuma, I don't like Shinonuma that much either. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I never played it World at War. I know it says World at War here, but well, okay, I didn't play World at War. Well, I did afterwards, but my first experience with these maps are on BO1, by the way. Like Noct BO1, Vrox BO1, stuff like that. So for me, I'm basically ranking the BO1 versions of them. I know I could also rank the Zombie Chronicles versions, but I'll keep it OG, somewhat OG, into the BO1. So Shinonuma and Noct to me were definitely my least favorite maps from World at War. Like I do not play them that much. I really don't. But because Shinonuma has the Wonder Waff, because it has perks, and the map is definitely more interesting to me than Noct, I'm gonna put it above Noct 100%, but I'm gonna put it D tier still. Okay, I know D tier is low, but I'm sorry, this is based on my opinion on what maps I enjoy. I just don't like Shinonuma that much. I like the song is nice, but it introduced the dogs, hellhounds. But yeah, honestly, the map is just not for me. I don't like it. I really don't. I tried to, but no. Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie. I keep on having to like stop and restart because like I just heard an ice cream truck pass by, and I know for a fact my mic would have captured that. All right, moving on to Operation Deadbolt. This is from MW3, and it's not even really a map. Like, the map they use is just the Warzone map. So, you know, it is what it is. And they tried something different, I guess. It's kind of like a extraction game mode. By the way, I'm sorry if you hear like cars passing by. And I'm sorry if you hear like little kids outside. Like, maybe I should have recorded this later on in the night so that wouldn't happen. But oh my god. If you hear it, I'm sorry. If you don't, then whatever. But anyway, this map, I mean, I played it a couple times and I thought I enjoyed it in the beginning. I thought I did. But like, the more the game went on, I realized I don't have the motivation to play this game mode. I really don't. And I don't like the direction the modern zombies is really going. I hate the operators in zombies. I miss having actual characters that you cared about. Like, even the transit crew, which I know people hate on, I would much rather have them than have any operator ever in zombies. Like, oh my god. But anyway, Operation Deadbolt, I'm gonna put an F tier. I'm sorry. It does not scratch my itch. I actually would rather play. Actually, wait. Ooh, I think I might move Extinction actually. No, yeah, I'm gonna move it. I don't think it belongs there. I'm gonna put an F tier. I don't like Extinction either. But yeah, I'm gonna put. Actually, I'll put this above Extinction. I'd rather play that than Extinction, but you know, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. I do not want the future zombie games to be like this. So please, let this be a one-time thing. Let's all forget it and move on. Okay? Okay. Let's go on to BO3 now. Let's do a giant, even though it's not really BO3. It is, but okay. The giant, I like the giant. I played BO3 a lot, as I'm guessing most of you have played BO3 a lot. The giant was really good on launch because you had shadows as like the more hardcore map, right? And then you had the giant for if you just wanted to kick back, relax, start up some zombies, and just, you know, survive. I think for me though, I'm not gonna lie, I like the original Doriz. Well, for me, original means BO1. I like the original Doriz more than the giant. I don't really know why, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy the giant. I can still play the giant easily. It looks, obviously it looks better, you know, and stuff like that. They added the gobble gums to it. They added like new perks. They added stamina up, I'm pretty sure. And I think, was Deadshot also an option? I think it was, but whatever. The giant, I like the giant, so I think I'm gonna put it like, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'll put it, I'd rather play 5, believe it or not. I would rather play 5 than the giant, so I'll do that. And then above Ascension. Okay. Let's go on to a BO2 map, because I don't think I've ranked a BO2 map yet. So, let's do Buried. I think Buried to me is definitely, because in BO2 I really only like 3 maps. I'll say 4. Well, okay, actually no, I like more maps than that, so scratch that. But Buried is definitely one of my favorites in BO2. So honestly, I think where am I gonna put Buried? I wish, honestly, if Buried got a remaster, that would be so nice. I would love to see Buried remastered and see what they do with that map. Because I feel like the buildables could be improved, like how they are in like Mob and Origins, how you just pick up the parts. Because you know how in like Transit and stuff, you have to pick up one part at a time, add it to the bench, rinse and repeat. But with like Origins, you could just pick up all 3 shield parts and then build it at once. I feel like if they added that to Buried, it would definitely be better. I mean, that's a small thing. It's like, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it would make the map better. Leroy was fun. The Paralyzer, I love how you get to pack punch. I think Buried is just a really fun map. So I never did the Easter egg though. I think I tried it but I never actually completed it. So unfortunately, I can't really base the map off of that. But pure gameplay and stuff, I like Buried. I think I'll put Buried in A tier, honestly. I like Buried a lot. Probably my third favorite from BO2. I think you can guess what my two favorites are from BO2, but that's whatever. That's beside the point. Buried is a great map, and I think me talking about it just makes me want to play Buried right now, because I haven't played it in years. Actual years, but Buried is just a really fun map. Let's do another BO4 map. Let's do Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega, I mean, okay, I played Alpha Omega. I played it. Unfortunately, not that much. For BO4, I kind of only I only cared about it until Ancient Evil. After Ancient Evil, I was done. I was checked out from BO4. So I only played Alpha Omega a couple times. I've gotten the ray guns and stuff. I've gotten the wonder weapons. I have attempted the Easter egg. There was a car that just drove by, but I have attempted the Easter egg, but never completed it. I mean, Alpha Omega is just kind of, honestly. I think I'm gonna have to put it in D tier. I don't really like it that much. Do I like it more than Noct and Shinonuma? Honestly, no. I'm gonna put it below them. I definitely would rather play Noct or Shino than go back and play Alpha Omega. First of all, I gotta open BO4. And then I gotta play on the BO4 system, which, whew, we know how that turned out. But, yeah, just Alpha Omega kind of was not it. And that's where I checked out. I was done with BO4 after that, pretty much, so whatever. Moving on from that, let's do a Cold War. I don't think we've done Cold War yet. So I've played all the Cold War maps. I'll say that. I've played all of them. Let's do Fire Base Z. In Cold War, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like Firebase Z that much. I played it. I played it a couple times. Honestly, I can't even remember if I did the Easter egg. I know I attempted it, but I cannot remember if I actually completed it, which probably goes to show how much I care about Firebase Z if I don't remember it. You know, I was excited when it was coming out, but then I don't know, Firebase Z, the mimics are annoying, and they spawn so many of them. And also, why are we bringing back Manglers? Every single map in Cold War, well, okay, no, that's not true, but what is the obsession with the Manglers that we keep on bringing them back? That just leave them in GK, just leave them there. Like, stop, please stop bringing them back. But mimics are probably the worst boss zombie they ever made. I hate it. Makes the map so annoying because they spawn so many. Oh my god, that map. Okay, but Firebase Z, it's not horrible, but man, oh. I'll be honest, I'd rather play Firebase Z than Noct. I will be honest. So I'll put it above Noct, which I know some people are probably going to be pissed. But again, I don't find Noct to be that fun. Alright. Let's move on to, I guess I'm ranking Exo Zombies, which I didn't really want to, but I guess I am. Let's do Outbreak, the first Exo Zombies map. Honestly, I thought Exo Zombies was fun. I can't even lie. I thought it was fun. It's just like, it was so chaotic, and that's what made it fun to me. So, and I think the first map is probably my favorite out of Exo Zombies. So I'm gonna put this map, honestly, probably like C tier. I liked it. I'll put it above Groston House. I played it way more than this map. So I think honestly it's just decent, turn your brain off, dumb fun. I like the weapons. I like the S12 shotgun, and I also like the Cell 3 cauterizer. It was kind of like the ray gun of that game. I thought that gun was really cool. Um, yeah, I don't have much to say about Outbreak. It's just, you know, I enjoyed it for what it was. I enjoyed it. Now let's honestly, I want to get an S tier. I want to get an S tier right out out of the way right now. So let's do the Reisendrach. The Reisendrach, I'm not, yeah, everyone knows it's going in S tier, but this map was an amazing start for BO3. I mean, it already had an amazing start with Shadows and the Giant. Already amazing. But the Reisendrach, as the first DLC, was so good. It was so good. You know, you're basically getting another Origins. You have the 4 bows. All of them are, I know how to do all of them. All of them are really fun to use. First map, Treyarch map, to have a boss fight. And the boss fight is actually challenging too. It's actually like, it's not easy. You can do the whole Easter egg and then like, you know, pretty easily, and then still fail at the boss fight. Even if you've done it like multiple times, you could still fail at that boss fight. It's challenging, right? So, and I've done the Easter egg multiple times, blowing up the moon, everything about it. They had an ending cutscene, like it's like the Reisendrach is not too easy, not too hard. It's like anyone can play it and enjoy it. I don't think there's a single person that doesn't love the Reisendrach. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, it is definitely getting an S tier. And honestly, most BO3 maps probably won't even go below A tier. Little spoiler, because BO3 maps just, they knew what they were doing in BO3. Let's move on to Zombies in Spaceland. I just saw it here. I was like, you know what, let's rate it. I will say, like I've said, I'm not gonna rate the maps I haven't played. So Zombies in Spaceland is sadly the only map that I've played from Infinite Warfare. I did not buy any DLCs. So honestly, it was pretty fun. This map was actually fun. I played it a decent amount. It was the only reason I played Infinite Warfare, because everything else was horrible in that game. But it was fun. Like the characters were like kind of, I mean, I kind of like forgot about them, but I also didn't. You know, they're like goofy, funny, stupid, and I thought that the little like, I think they were like alien blaster wonder weapons. There was like 4 of them. I'm kind of forgetting, but I'm pretty sure that was the wonder weapon. They were so fun to use and everything. I never did the Easter egg, but I heard the boss fight was really good. But I know the normal map. The map is, it's honestly a pretty good map. I'm not gonna give it A tier. And honestly, I'll put it at probably like the bottom of B tier, just cause like, well, I wouldn't really go back to play it though. That's the thing. I think I might put it at the top of C. Well, actually, no, I'll keep it at the bottom of B unless I change my mind. But I liked it a decent amount, and it was pretty fun. So I'll give it that. Let's move on to, let's do IX. Let's do 9. Ooh, 9 was such a good Black Ops 4 map. So good. Like, that was the beginning of Black Ops 4. And it, like, I think it made people believe that the rest of the game was going to be good. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. But it gave people hope that, yeah, BO4 was not going to miss. Despite IX, or BO4, being an underwhelming game, IX was such a good map in that game. And I'm telling you right now, if IX had the BO3 system, this would be such a good map. I mean, it is a good map. Even on BO4, it's an amazing map. But honestly, I would put it S tier. If it was on BO3, I would put it S tier, but because it's not, I can't do it. I just can't. I'll put it in the A tier though. A tier is definitely not bad at all. It's just, it has more potential than it's allowed to show, I guess, because it's on BO4. and the system for BO4 just isn't that good, like at all. But other than that though, like the map itself has no problems. Well, okay, some of the boss zombies are annoying, but besides that, the map has like no problems. Anyone can jump in and play some 9. It's not a hard map to figure out. And yeah, 9 was a 9 BO4 could have been so good. That's what 9 makes me feel like. BO4 could have been really good, but unfortunately it wasn't. Now let's move on from IX and let's go on to a different map. Let's go to the original Duries. The original Duries, not the Giant. Again, my first time was Black Ops 1, so I am basically rating the BO1 version. Duries, I already said it before, I like Duries more than the Giant. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I like the extra challenge that BO1 offers on Duries. I just have more memories on it, even though like BO3, the Giant is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But if I had a choice, I would definitely rather play Duries than the Giant. So because of that, I'm gonna put it A tier, like probably like bottom of A tier, or maybe above IX. Honestly, I'll put it above IX. But no, I think Duries is just an all-around solid map. Like it introduced Pack-a-Punch for the first time. The only thing I don't like is that on BO1, I don't know, when those dogs spawn with the zombies, to me it is really annoying. That is the only thing that I don't like about Duries. Besides that though, like the map is like it's almost a perfect map. It's a fun map to just hop in and play. That's all it is. Moving on to the next map. Moving on. I'm thinking let's do Kino. Kino, everyone knows Kino. Kino is the classic map that everybody knows, right? So I think Kino, kind of hard to tell. I think I'll put it in B tier. To me, I like Duries more. I like all these maps more than Kino. But Kino, like I'll never complain about playing some Kino. You know what I mean? And Kino was also my very first zombies map since I started on BO1. I'll never complain about playing Kino just because it's a fun, casual map. It has a thunder gun. It has everything you need in a zombies map. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of basic. Yeah, it's a basic map, but it's fun. That's all that matters. It's fun. Moving on. Okay, moving on from Kino. I think I want to do another BO3 map. So let's go for Zetsubo no Shima. Zetsubo, honestly, I think it's a bit underrated. People definitely like to hate on Zetsubo. Well, actually, honestly, not really. I feel like they used to hate on it more when it like first came out, kind of. But I feel like nowadays people actually they respect Zetsubo a lot more than they used to. I think that's because when Zetsubo first launched, it did have it had a lot of glitches. First of all, I don't think I experienced too many glitches because I played on Xbox, so I had to wait a month before these maps even came out for me. That used to be torture. By the way. So I think by the time it came out for me, the glitches were mostly fixed, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I think Zetsubo, despite, I would probably say it is probably my least favorite in BO3. Actually, no, it's not, because I guess I put the Giant right there. In terms of the original maps, Zetsubo is probably my least favorite in BO3. But even saying that, I would still put it above top of A tier. I would still put it above Buried, above Duries, above IX. I think Zetsubo is still a really good map. First of all, the weapons they introduced, like the dual wield marshals and the HG40 and stuff like that, those weapons were all really fun. Especially the marshals. I love those things. The wonder weapon, I mean, sure, it wasn't like the bows, and it wasn't like the Shadows of Evil Apoptagon gun, whatever it's called. But I think it was still really good for the map. I I will say this though, Thrashers were annoying. Thrashers spawned like they spawned like all the time, and they weren't too hard to kill, but still there was just so many of them that it got tiring after a while, to be honest. And then also I think this map has the coolest specialist weapon, the skull of non-Sapwe. I think that's how you say it. That was so cool. Such a good specialist, like easily my favorite, easily. So yeah, despite Zetsubo being probably the worst in BO3 according to people, I'm still giving it A tier. I still love Zetsubo, and I would play it any day. Let's move on to another good map, Mob of the Dead. Whew. Before, honestly, just put it in S tier right now. I would put it below the Horizon Drag. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think I put Mob above the Horizon Drag. Genuinely, I like Mob more. Mob was just like, when that map first came out, oh, it was so good. The afterlife system, the characters were so good. The blunder gat, and then you upgrade it into the acid gat, so good. Golden Gate Bridge, building the plane, just honestly that everything about that map. Also, it was kind of a challenging map. I mean, it was definitely like, yeah, it was like kind of like close quarters and stuff. Like, it's not the hardest map, I don't think, especially on solos, because you get like, you pretty much get like 3 afterlives every single round. So on solo, you can go down a lot pretty much before you actually die. But at least on co-op, it's definitely more of a challenge. But also the afterlife, it kind of makes it like, it balances it out though, because it's a challenge, right? But you basically get 1 free revive every single round. So I think that's cool, and Mob of the Dead just has so much character to it. It has so much, like, the atmosphere of Mob of the Dead. This, ooh. I think I did the Easter egg. I didn't do the Easter egg enough. I only did it like once or twice. I wish I did it more back in the day, but the Easter egg was really cool. How like you basically kind of do like a boss fight against yourselves. Like you're fighting it's 3 of you versus whoever's playing as Weasel, which is like something that's never happened before or after this point, I'm pretty sure. So Mob of the Dead is just an amazing map. And like I would get on BO2 just to play Mob of the Dead alone. Like, I love Mob of the Dead. It also saved BO2, because BO2 had Die Rise and then it had Transit, so it wasn't looking too good. But once Mob came out, ooh, everything changed. Love you, Mob of the Dead. Love you. Let's move on to something else that's something that's not as good. First of all, Infection. I played it like once or twice. I played it a couple times. Do I need to say anything? Actually, low-key, I'd rather play Infection than MW3 Zombies. I'm not gonna lie. Because at least Infection is a round-based map. I want round-based zombies. So at the very least, Infection does fill that itch for me. Infection just was not a really good map. It was annoying in many aspects. Like, you had to save survivors and stuff. I don't even remember that much about the map. I did not play it that much. I don't even remember what the wonder weapon was. I mean, if I don't remember it, then it must not have been that good. So, yeah, Infection just... I don't have much to say about Infection. It's just not that good of a map. And we can all just forget about it. It never happens. Just whatever. Let's do more Exo Zombies. Carrier. I actually did enjoy Carrier. I'll say that. Carrier is when... Do I like it more than Outbreak, though? Probably not. But I'll put Carrier, like, above Alpha. Above knocked, I know. Yeah, I'll keep it right there. Carrier was an alright map for exo zombies, but that's it. I only played it a couple times. I did buy all the DLCs in Advanced Warfare, which I kind of regret. But, I mean, that's a long time ago now, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Carrier had some cool things. I also forgot what the Wonder Weapon was. I know it had that little grenade mini game where you like throw your grenade in there, you get free stuff. I don't remember that much about the map. The one thing I did hate, I'm pretty sure Carrier had soldiers that shoot bullets at you. And that should never be in a zombies map. I should never have people shooting at me when I'm playing zombies. I'm looking at you, MW3. What were you thinking adding that stupid shit? Ooh. But yeah, Carrier, whatever. Honestly, let's just get Advanced Warfare out of the way. Descent. I think Descent was probably my second favorite map behind Outbreak. I thought it was actually cool going underwater. By the way, I never did any Easter egg for any Exo Zombies. And I never even attempted the Easter eggs for Exo Zombies. So I'll say that. I'll put it above Shinonuma. But yeah, I think the boss fight was cool. Like the boss fight that you're forced to do. I thought that was cool. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure Descent was the first map to actually have a boss fight. I'm pretty sure. It wasn't actually Treyarch that started it. So I will give Descent some credit for starting the whole boss fight stuff. I mean, I thought the setting was cool. And the Wonder Weapon, I know it was the Trident. I thought it was a cool Wonder Weapon, how it like bounces off the walls and stuff. And they added some fun weapons. Like, I remember they added the Blunderbuss. I thought the Blunderbuss was super fun in that map. So I think, yeah, I think, honestly, I'm putting it D tier. But like I said before, honestly, I kind of want to remove like these things, like bad maps, awful maps. I kind of want to remove it. Okay, I removed all those little things explaining how the maps are to me, because I feel like, you know, they deserve a little bit more explanation than that. Like, it's not just like bad and good or whatever. But yeah, I think Descent was just a meh kind of map, and that's it pretty much. Yeah. Let's move on to more. Let's do more Cold War. Let me do Mauer Durantowin or Mauer Durantowin. Huh. Where do I put Mauer? I played it like a couple times and that was it. Honestly, to me, I know people like Mauer, but to me, Mauer is just kind of like, it's like forgettable. That's the best word to describe it. It is just a forgettable map for me. Like, I don't even remember most of the things about that map because I barely played it. I guess that's my fault, I guess. But I know the Wonder Weapon was kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't really remember much about it. I know it was kind of like a little ray gun, pew pew gun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to put it lower tier just because I just don't know that much about the map. So I'll put it above Alpha Omega because fuck Alpha Omega. But that's about it. I'm sorry. If I played Mauer more, I think it could probably go to C tier. But I just didn't play it enough. So sorry for all the Mauer lovers if you're out there. Let me finish off World War II Zombies, because I did not buy any of the World War II DLC, so I never played any of these maps. So, the Final Reich. Honestly, just like Roston House, I thought the Final Reich was actually a pretty decent map. I kind of liked the aesthetic a bit of World War II. It was trying to be like it was trying to be more like horror, like scary, scary atmosphere, kind of like that. And I kind of like that. You know, it was, they tried something more, a little bit different. I also like, it's a small thing, but I like how the perk machines, like to get your perks, you gotta like shock your hands in the thing. I actually thought that was pretty nice. Instead of just having like another thing where you drink the perks. Just a small thing that I liked. So I like the tone. I like the tone they tried to achieve with this map. The Easter egg was also, it was alright. You know, I remember I did it one time, fought the boss and whatever. Yeah, World War II wasn't a horrible zombies experience, but I would probably just put it, I'll put it like at the top of C tier. Actually, no, I'm put it below Dead of the Night. I think I would definitely rather play Dead of the Night than the Final Reich, but I thought it was a decent map. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. It was just decent. It was not enough for me to buy all these other DLCs for World War II, but you know, I played it once in a while and it was a little bit of fun. So I'll give it that. I gotta do some of these like little maps like Bus Depot and Farm. So let me get all of them out of the way right now. Bus Depot, I think this map, if you just want like a challenge, like a little small challenge, sure, it's a serviceable map. But that's about it. It's like, it was trying to be knocked with the no perks, just one box. I played it a couple times for fun, but honestly, I'm gonna put it above Mauer. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather, this is probably like crazy for some people to hear this. I would rather play Bus Depot Survival than play Mauer or Alpha or any of the maps below. I'd rather play Bus Depot. At least Bus Depot offers like, there was a car just passed by. At least Bus Depot offers like a challenge. Like there's a reason to play it. I don't have any reason to play Mauer, Alpha, Omega, or any of these maps. So yeah, I'll put it you right there. Farm. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Farm was the most boring of the survival maps. Even though it has perks on like Bus Depot, I feel like with Bus Depot it's trying to be a challenge. But with Farm, just having perks and no Pack-a-Punch, I don't want to play that at all. Genuinely, I just don't want to. So I'm gonna put it at F tier. I'll put it above like these maps still, but I really just don't want to play Farm. Like, if I wanted a challenge, I would go on Bus Depot. If I wanted to play like a normal survival map, I would go on Town or Nuketown. I'm not going on Farm for any reason. I don't want to play the middle map. I want to play either the one all the way on the left or the one on the right, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, Farm, I don't like you. Now let's do Town. I think Town is, I think all of us have memories playing Town. You know, Town survival is just, it's just a good time. You just hop on Town and you just, you know, you try to survive. No one's weapons, no nothing. Just try to survive, nothing more. And I mean, that's all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be anything else. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if the later games kind of did what BO2 did. How they had like, even though it was kind of lazy, I guess, but I kind of wish they made maps like Town and Nuketown as just like little survival maps that you can play once in a while. That's why I also liked this map right here, because it was just like a small survival map that you can play when you want to like chill out and not do like all the quests and stuff. So I kind of wish the later games did that, but either way, it's fine. So Town, I'm gonna put Town above above Dead of the Night. No joke. Like above all those maps, because I'd rather play Town than play all those. So yeah, it's just like a nice little survival map that I enjoyed. Nothing more to say. And now to finish it off with Nuketown. Honestly, I think Nuketown just goes above Town for me. Like just right there. Right above Town. Because I mean, Nuketown to me is just a better, more challenging version of Town. I know some people hate the random perk drops that they have on that map, but I liked it. I thought it added to the challenge of Nuketown. And yeah, I mean, Nuketown's a pretty hard survival map to have to play. You can get Jug at early rounds, or you can get Jug at a very late round. So then you're trying to survive without Jug for all those rounds. And hey, I think that's pretty fun. So I'll put Nuketown just slightly above Town. Slightly above. Of course, Nuketown, you have to pay for Nuketown, and Town was free. So that might... Well, I guess that doesn't matter in terms of this list. It doesn't matter. I think besides the Rees, I think Verrucht is definitely my favorite World at War map. Just because, like, I don't know. Even though I don't like Farm for having the perks and no Pack-a-Punch. But to me, Verrucht is different. Verrucht is like... It's a challenging map, and I like that. It's all close quarters and stuff. Kind of like Mob of the Dead. But, you know, definitely not on the same scale as Mob. But I think for Verrucht... Also, I like how in the BO1 version, they added the Winter's Howl. Which, again, I know it's not a good Wonder Weapon. But I think it's a fun Wonder Weapon. That makes the map harder, since it's bad. In the Zombie Chronicles version, they had the Wunderwaffe. Honestly, I wish they brought back the Winter's Howl in the Zombie Chronicles version, because that just would have been so much better. But that's a small little thing, so whatever. I'll put Verrucht. Where do I want to put it? Honestly, I'll put it above Town. I'll put it above Town, but below Nuketown. I think that's a fair place for it. Fair place for Verrucht. Oh wait, also, Verrucht was the first map to introduce the traps and perks, so gotta give it some credit for that. But I'm still gonna... A car passed by. I'm still gonna keep it in the same tier, even though it did introduce those elements. Let's do Outbreak. Let's do Outbreak. I definitely like Outbreak more than the MW3 Zombies version, because at least Outbreak is like kind of round based. It still has rounds inside of it. Outbreak was an interesting direction they were trying to take zombies, and I appreciate they tried something different, but I also don't like how much focus they put into Outbreak. Like, that rubs me the wrong way. Because I feel like Cold War could have had more maps if they weren't focusing so much attention into Outbreak. Like, I swear. They were putting so much focus on that, and I just wanted more normal round-based maps. But Outbreak wasn't horrible. It definitely was not F tier. I guess I'll put it like definitely above Mauer, above Bus Depot, above Noct, above Carrier, above Firebase. I'll put it like at the bottom, at the top of D tier. I mean, like, they tried something different. I'll give them credit for that, but it wasn't exactly my cup of tea. I appreciated it more near the end of Cold War, but still, like, I wouldn't exactly like go back to Cold War to play Outbreak. Like, I wouldn't. Let's stick with the Cold War. Let's finish off Cold War right now. Let's go for Forsaken. Honestly, I might piss some people off. I might make you guys mad. Well, that's if you really enjoyed Cold War. Forsaken. I'm putting it F tier. Now hear me out, hear me out. And I mean, I'm not the most qualified person to even speak about Forsaken, because I am pretty sure I only played this map once or twice, no joke. Once or twice. And then I was already like, yeah, I'm good. So I didn't do no Easter egg, nothing like that. You know, I basically, honestly, I didn't even experience the map that much. So because of that, I'm gonna have to make it the worst map in Cold War in F tier. And I don't really have any desire to play it either. Like, I don't have any desire to go back and try to actually learn Forsaken. Like I just don't really care. I think at this point I just didn't care about Cold War zombies anymore, honestly. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe the new style just isn't like, the new style isn't horrible. It's not horrible, but it's like not, it's not my go-to, you know? Like I'd much rather, even maybe actually not the BO4 style, but the BO4 maps are still better. So yeah, Forsaken, I barely played you, so sorry, you're going in F tier. And now finishing off Cold War, finishing it off with D Machine. Now I believe, I think that D Machine was the best map. Car passed by. I think D Machine was the best map that Cold War had to offer, which was the first map. You know, like, something about D Machine, I don't know, I liked camping up there in the on top of Noct. I loved, like, at first I liked all the new systems. I thought it was interesting, the new direction zombies was taken. Over time I kind of learned to not like it as much. But in the beginning, like, I was enjoying myself a lot, you know? I enjoyed D Machine for what it was. The winter weapons were okay, like the D Machines, I think they were called the D Machine, I don't actually know. But they were alright. I did the Easter egg. Honestly, the Easter egg was kind of underwhelming. I thought there would be like a boss fight, which there wasn't. It was just like, you defend this guy while he's destroying all the stuff. But D Machine wasn't a horrible map. Like, I could go back and play D Machine, I feel like, but not my favorite either. So my favorite Cold War, but that's about it. I'll put it above that. I'll put it above Dead of the Night, just right there, kind of in the middle. It was alright. It was a good beginning for Cold War, but I feel like the other maps, to me, I wasn't feeling Cold War after D Machine and Firebase Z. I just wasn't really feeling it. So yeah. Moving on to, let's do more BO4. I've barely done BO4. Let's do Classified. Classified was the 5 reimagined, pretty much, and I liked it. I liked how they brought back the OG crew, like not Primus. They brought back the Ultimates crew, like the OG, and they were as funny as ever. The old crew is just so much. I mean, of course, I love Primus. Don't get me wrong, but the old crew is just funnier. They are way funnier than the new, like the younger version of the crew. So Classified, I thought it was a decent map, but honestly, I would rather play 5 than play Classified. It is what it is. So I'm gonna put it, I'll put Classified at the bottom of B tier. The bottom. You know, it was good. I like how they added the part from Moon, the no man's lands where you spawn. They added that as the pack-a-punch area. I thought that was very cool. Like, Classified was a fun map. I liked it, but not more than the original 5. So I'll leave it right there. Let's do another BO4 map. Let's do Voyage, because Voyage is kind of interesting, right? So Voyage is not the best map in BO4, but where would I put it? I have a hard time placing it. I did not do the Easter egg. I didn't even try. But I did see the boss fight online. The boss fight looks very cool, but I never even attempted it. I did not want to. Honestly, Voyage is definitely worse than Classified, worse than 9. And honestly, worst, I'd rather play Dead of the Night as well. So I think automatically this is gonna have to go pretty low. Honestly, I'll put it right there. Like, I'd rather play Voyage than Outbreak in these maps down here. Believe it or not, I know people hate Voyage, and they'll put it like even lower. I don't hate Voyage, but if I go on BO4, it's not my go-to. It's not. But I can kind of respect it for I don't know. It's an alright map. It could have been way better, especially since it was on the Titanic. So the map could have been way better. But yeah, I just didn't really feel Voyage that much. So whatever. I played it more than all of these maps, I'm pretty sure. So I'll keep you right there. Let's do a BO3. I want to get some more really good maps in here. Let's do Origins. Origins is automatically an S tier, and I would put it above both of these. Above Mob and above the Rising Track. Origins, and I mean, these are like, I love both versions. I love the BO2 and the BO3 versions. So to me, they're both like equal, whatever. But oh my god, Origins is just such a good map. How does BO2 have some of the best maps and some of the worst? Oh, I haven't even ranked them yet, but spoiler, I do not like Die Rise. But yeah, like Origins is just such a good map. It was the first map where it had like 4 different wonder weapons. The first map where the premise got introduced. Basically kind of like a new story. It's not a new story, but it was like a new, kind of like a new chapter in the story, I guess you could say. The giant robots, the generators were kind of annoying, especially when those guys would the Templar zombies, they would like steal your generators after you already turned them on. That was kind of annoying, but it's a small thing. The Panzer is a good boss zombie. It's like, it's challenging, but it's not like annoying. Like, they don't come that often to be that annoying. And also the staffs can take care of the Panzer pretty easily anyway, once you actually get them. So I think Origins, also it just has so much to do. I'm gonna be honest, I never completed the Easter egg on Origins. I would love to though. I want to try. I did try before, but I was never able to actually complete it because it was too hard for me as a kid, I guess. But yeah, but like even not completing the Easter egg, to me Origins is just one of the best maps that they've ever made. Like, I will always, if someone says, hey, you want to play some Origins, I will always say yes. Like, I'm never gonna say no to playing Origins. I will never get tired of it. It's just, Origins is almost a perfect map. Almost. Okay. Now, let's do Blood. Blood of the Dead is, this map, I have attempted the Easter egg, did not complete it. That Easter egg was stupid. Trying to do it was, oh my god, I hated it. I hated it. And I don't like Blood that much. I would much rather, like, Mob is so much better than Blood in almost every way. Blood took out the Golden Gate Bridge. Blood took out the Afterlife. Blood added, like, by the way, I'm saying Blood, not B-L-U-D. I am saying the actual word blood. Okay? But blood took out so many things that made mob so good. And then they added the Hell's Retriever, but then it's like, why would you use the Hell's Retriever when the equipment that you already get in Black Ops 4, like the starting equipment, is already so much better, and you only get one, which is just something about BO4 that I'll never understand why they changed it. But yeah, Blood just did so many things wrong compared to Mob of the Dead. It just, yeah. Definitely lower than Classified. Honestly, lower than Dead of the Night. Lower than that map. Lower than Voyage, believe it or not. I would rather play Voyage than play Blood. Lower than that. I'll put it right here, above Outbreak, shockingly. Actually, no. No, I'll put it lower. Lower. No, I'll put it right here. Above above Bus Depot. Above Bus Depot. Like, I just don't like Blood. I really don't like that map. And because it's like, why would I play Blood when I can just play Mob, which is infinitely better? Why would I play Blood of the Dead? Someone give me one reason. Unless I liked the BO4 system, which for the one person that actually likes BO4 system over the normal zombie system, you know, you can DM me, you can comment, tell me if you do, but I guarantee almost no one prefers it over the old system. So yeah, there's just no reason to play Blood. There is almost no reason. Let's move on to another GOAT. Gorod Krovi. Black Ops 3 is just filled with so many good maps. So many. And I'm gonna have to put Gorod Krovi S tier, obviously S tier, above the Rising Drac, below Mob, but then, yeah, okay, right there. I mean, Gorod Krovi was also just so good. It was so good, oh my god. Okay, first of all, with Gorod Krovi, I'm gonna say what comes to my mind. I love the pack-a-punch process. The pack-a-punch process on that map is just like, it's basically you call in 3 things, you go somewhere, you kill zombies, that's it. Pack-a-punch is easy. And then to get to Pac-Man, you have to ride the dragons. That is like, it has a whole cutscene in the middle of the game to ride the dragons. That is so cool. So cool. The specialist weapon is probably my second favorite, right behind Zetsubo. The little dragon gauntlet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I love it. And also I like the process of getting it. It could be kind of annoying. I think there's some challenges that are a little bit annoying, but besides that, it's not that big of a deal. Also, I will say the Valkyrie drones are annoying on that map. That's one of the things that's like, But the manglers are not annoying on Gorod Krovi. It's just those Valkyrie drones. They fly around and they shoot you like with their little beams. Like, I don't like them, but I like how the map is. I feel like it's one of the more challenging maps in BO3. At least for me, I always found the map's definitely harder than the Rising Drac. It's harder than the Giants. You know, like it's harder than like some of these and Revelations too. Revelations is super easy, but I like how it's a bit harder than those maps. And oh man, one thing I regret, I wish I completed the Easter egg. You don't understand. Back when I was in 2015, or I think it was 2016 when this map came out, me and my friends were trying this Easter egg every single weekend. Like, you know, weekend, no school. We were trying to complete it every weekend. but we just couldn't get past the bomb step. We couldn't do it. We've done all the past Easter eggs, but we couldn't do this one, and that, to this day, I still regret not being able to do it. It hurts, because the boss fight on this map looks so good. It looks so good. And I enjoyed the Easter egg, besides that bomb step. Besides the bomb step, I pretty much enjoyed every other part of the Easter egg. Because basically, like, you're just doing like a couple challenges, pretty much, and that's the Easter egg, right? So I wish I was able to complete it. The Ray Gun Mark III is a really cool wonder weapon. It's not like super overpowered, like the bows or like the Apotagon, but it's just like, it's a fun wonder weapon. It's a fun one. And they added so many little things to like the time challenges to get the melee weapons. Just so many nice things they added. The dragon shield, the helmets, like Valkyrie helmets and stuff. So many things happen in GK. And honestly, actually, I'm not gonna lie, just talking about it, I think I like it more than Mob. I think I will put it above Mob of the Dead, actually. Just talking about it, it kind of reminded me about how much I actually really like that map. So, yeah, GK can definitely go above Mob right there. I love GK, and it makes me want to play it right now. Let's do Shangri-La first. I like Shangri-La, although it's probably my least favorite in Black Ops 1. But I still enjoy Shang. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. I'm basically like, for these, I'm doing which version I like better. So like for Shangri-La, I like the BO1 version more than BO3 because it has flopper, stuff like that. I'm doing my favorite versions of these, in case that wasn't clear. But Shangri-La, definitely not D tier, not C tier. I think I'm gonna put it above Zombies in Spaceland, actually. Like, I like Shang, even if it's still my least favorite Black Ops 1 map. I like Shangri-La. And I did the Easter egg like a long time ago when I was like in elementary, or yeah, that's how long ago it was. So I don't even remember it that well, because I only did it once, and I never did it again. But I like Shangri-La for like the challenge it offers. It's a hard map. It's not an easy map like Ascension or like Kino. It's hard, you know, and I enjoy that about Shangri-La. But also, the napalm zombies are annoying. Same thing with the Shriekers. The boss zombies on that map are just kind of annoying, and they're always there, all the time. You know, small thing. They're not too hard to kill, but still, they're always there. And the baby gun is such a cool wonder weapon. I wish I used it more. I feel like whenever I play Shangri-La, I feel like I usually don't get that gun for some reason. So I feel like I haven't used it that much, but it's such a cool concept for a wonder weapon, and I really like it for that. And I like all the water slides, the minecart. It's just like, it's a fun, challenging map that takes a while to actually get good at, and I respect Shangri-La for that. So I enjoy you. I think I want to finish off BO4 right now, so let's just do the last two maps here. Ancient Evil. Ooh. Ancient Evil, I want to put you in the S tier so bad. I really do. But you're on the BO4 system. It's so unfortunate. It really is. Honestly, I think if Ancient Evil was on the BO3 system, it would go S tier. It would go like above Mob and above the Rising Track, honestly. But because it's on the BO4 system, that's holding it back. It's definitely, it is my favorite BO4 map. Better than IX. I'll still put it below Deriz. But Ancient Evil is just such a good map. People kind of hate on the Chaos story, but I was interested in the Chaos. Like, I liked how Chaos was getting a lot of inspiration from like Greek mythology, and I enjoy Greek mythology, like all the gods and stuff. Like I think it's cool, and the Easter egg was so fun on this map. Like fighting the Pegasus, the boss fight was so good. The boss fight was so good on this map. I wish I did it more, but I only did it once. Like, wow. Ancient Evil could have been so much greater. The shield was cool. It was like a shield where you threw a spear. Like, oh my god. Riding on the Pegasus, kind of like GK, to go in between the Pack-a-Punch area and the normal area of the map. Like, this map had so much potential. Ancient Evil was such a good map. And it's sad that Chaos ended after Ancient Evil. I don't even think it was Chaos's fault. I think it was just the BO4 system. People just didn't like BO4. Like, the story had potential, but it is what it is. Ancient Evil, I love it. It's my favorite BO4 map. And yeah, I wish it was on BO3. I wish. I almost forgot to talk about the gauntlets. The gauntlets, I'm gonna be so honest. To me, the gauntlets are the best looking, the best like designed wonder weapons. Like compared to the Rising Drac with the 4 bows or Origins with the 4 staffs, I love the 4 gauntlets more than those 2. Like, honestly, I think they are aesthetically so much cooler than these 2. But again, it's unfortunate that I don't really go back to play Ancient Evil that much because it's on BO4, and I don't really like playing BO4 like that. You know what I mean? So, this map has so much potential, but you know, we can't have all nice things in the world. Am I right? We can't. Ancient Evil, there's a different universe where you're an S tier map. Okay, so let's do the last BO4 map, Tog. I kind of have like a similar story with Tog and Alpha Omega. I played Tog more than Alpha, but not a lot. I know it was like the ending of Zombies. I didn't even bother doing the Easter egg because I was already pretty much done with BO4 at this point, but I played it a couple times. Where should I put it? Hold on. Above Alpha. I like it more than Alpha Omega. More than Mauer. More than Busty, but more than Blood. More than Noct, honestly. Carrier, Firebase, Shinonuma. I'm gonna put it at the top of C tier. I mean D. This is D tier, my bad. I'll put it up here. I don't know that much about the map, but I like how, honestly, I like how they brought back the transit crew. Even though people hate them, but I just thought it was funny. Like, I thought it was funny how for the final Zombies map, they brought back the transit crew. So I liked that part. I don't care what anyone says. The transit crew is goated. Goated crew. I don't have much else to say. I mean, the wonder weapons were kind of, I didn't really like them. Golden Pack-a-Punch was cool. It fixed a problem that BO4 had for no reason. Yeah, I don't have much to say about you, Tog. I just didn't really play you. So, you know, it's a remaster, like how most BO4 maps are just remasters, pretty much. So, yeah, let's just move on from Tog. Whatever. Let's do Transit. Let's do all the BO2 maps now. So, Transit. People say this is a bad map, and yes, Transit is a bad map. I'm not going to deny that. But to me, Transit is like, it's bad, but it's fun. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a fun map. It's nostalgic too. Like, I can go back on BO2 and play Transit easily. Easily. of course, I know that Transit has a lot of problems. Like it has, ooh, the worst one is the Pack-a-Punch. Pack-a-Punch is so annoying on that map. You place a turbine in the power, and you run to town, and maybe the thing opens. Because like half the time, the turbine would either get destroyed, or it just wouldn't. So you have a 50-50 chance of Pack-a-Punch opening. And if it doesn't, you gotta go all the way around the map, get a turbine, put it down. Like, there's horrible things about Transit, but I think it's so bad it's fun. Like, the map was too big for its own good. They had like knocked in the map for some reason, and then like they had so much space on the map for some reason, right? And denizens were, I don't even want to talk about denizens. We all know denizens are stupid. The fog, you can't even see where you're going. The fire, a lot of problems. But I think the transit crew is funny. They're so bad it's funny. Misty was hot. Like my little, how old was I? My middle school self, I think I was in middle school. My middle school self was going crazy over Misty, that's all I'm saying. And yeah, I think Transit was like, you know, it's a fun map, even though it's stupid. Like surviving on the bus and stuff, when it's like round 20, it gets chaotic, it's fun. It's a fun map. I'll put it like C tier, I think. I think above House, above Outbreak, above Voyage. Honestly, above D Machine, I'll put it right there. Like, Transit is just good, dumb fun that you can have with your friends. And, like, you know, those nights where, like, you played Transit when you were younger. Like, I know people don't forget that, you know? Like, it's okay, Transit, I love you. Well, I don't love you, but I love the memories. Die Rise is definitely my least favorite map in BO2. I will say that right away. Like, of course, okay, again, the map has funny parts of it. Like, seeing your friends fall off the map, like, that's funny. That's hilarious. And the Sliquifier was a cool wonder weapon. It's also a really good wonder weapon. The jumping jacks, that boss round, it was annoying. I did not enjoy that. But I think they give you a perk if you do something. I forgot what it was, but I think you can get a free perk, which is always nice. The fact that you have to wait around for elevators all the time is annoying. Sometimes you can Pack-a-Punch your gun, and then the elevator can go down carrying your Pack-a-Punch gun. You know how stupid that is? I mean, it's funny. Looking back on it, it's funny. But in the moment, that's not funny. Not funny at all. I didn't really like the way the map was designed. It was interesting though. Die Rise was an interesting map. 100%. Like, I never did the Easter egg. Never even tried. But I can respect Die Rise for trying something different. Like, there's never been a map that's been like that tall before. Because like Die Rise, you're on like skyscrapers and stuff. So again, I mean, they added like more buildables too, like the flinger. I think that was it actually, just the flinger. I don't remember. And the Sliquifier was also a buildable gun too, I guess. So, I mean, I'd rather play Transit. I think I'll put it above Bus Depot, I guess. Above Noct, above Carrier. I'll put it at the very top of D tier. Yeah, it can be fun once in a while, but you will not catch me on Die Rise that much. Like, you will barely catch me on that map. But sometimes it has its moments sometime. Alright. Let's do Revelations. Revelations, I think honestly I'll just put it like right here, right above Zetsubo. I like Revelations just a little bit more than Zetsubo. Oh, by the way, I did the Easter egg for Zetsubo. I don't know if I said that earlier. I did the Easter egg. Boss fight was kind of lame. Cutscene really good. That's it. But Revelations, another map that I never did the Easter egg for, because in BO3 you had to complete every single other Easter egg, I think at least, before you can do Revelations. So because I was never able to do Gerard Crovey, I was never able to do Revelations, which saddens me. But I think Revelations was... It's kind of an underwhelming last map for BO3. I mean, I say underwhelming, but it's still at the very top of A tier. So it's not that underwhelming. But Revelations, it's an easy map, but I think high rounds on Revelations they're pretty fun though. Because you can have, like, if you're playing solo, you can have like 2 wonder weapons. You could have, like, you know, your Gobblegums, obviously, alchemical. For me, I like training in Noct, because when you train inside of Noct, you can turn on the radio, and the radio plays all the music from the past games. So I think Revelations is definitely, it's very fun to get high rounds on Revelations. There's a couple things I wish Rev did. I wish they had a different specialist weapon, like a unique one. I don't like how they just brought back the Ragnaroks from the Risendrach again. Like, the other maps had such cool ones, and then Revelation just reuses. They reuse the lamest one. Like, why not reuse the skull or the dragon gauntlet? Why the Ragnaroks? You know what I mean? But yeah, besides that, Revelations is just like it's a fun, easy, high rounds map, and it was a pretty good conclusion to zombies. Well, it wasn't the conclusion. It was a good conclusion to BO3, all things considered. So yeah, I like it just a little bit more than Zetsubo. A little bit. And now let's do a BO1 map. Let's do Call of the Dead. So Call of the Dead, first map to have different characters. The celebrities, right? So, Call of the Dead, I like it quite a bit. Let me see where I want to place it. Definitely not in C tier. I like it more than Shangri-La. I like it more than Ascension. More than The Giant. More than 5. More than Kino. Honestly, I'm going to put Call of the Dead right below Deriz. Right below. Call of the Dead is honestly one of my favorite. It grew on me. I feel like back in like the BO1 days, I didn't play Call of the Dead that much. But when I I grew up more, I matured, I started to like Call of the Dead a lot more than the other BO1 maps. So honestly, I'm gonna put it above Deriz. Yeah, I'll put it above Deriz actually. I really grew to love Call of the Dead. A lot of things about that map are just so nice. The song on this map is really good. This map has Flopper, it has Stamina. The Easter egg is simple, fun. I've done it before. I think I've done all the BO1 Easter eggs. Pretty sure. And yeah, Call of Dead is just a fun map. Some things I don't like. I don't like how George follows you the whole time. It can get annoying, but at the same time, if you kill George, you do get free perks. So you know you can get more than 4 perks. So I can accept him for the most part. Call of the Dead is also like it's definitely more of a challenging map too, because the wonder weapons you have, the scavenger. The scavenger is not like a thunder gun. It doesn't just kill everything forever. So it's hard to get high rounds on that map, which I enjoy. This map had the sickle. The sickle was really cool. And yeah, I love Call of the Dead. I love the layout. I love the perk selection on the map, and I also just love BO1 as well. I love BO1. So Call of the Dead. Honestly, I'm about to play Call of the Dead after I'm done recording this video. That's how I feel right now. I was saving this map. I was kind of saving it. I was trying to avoid it because, to me, to me, Shadows of Evil, to me, it is my favorite map in all of Zombies. It is my favorite map. I can always go play Shadows of Evil. Like, oh my god, that map is so good. The characters in that map, top tier. Celebrities again, top tier. I love doing the rituals. I love how, like, every single game is like a little bit different, you know, like, because you can progress however you want. Like, you don't have to do like things in a specific order, kind of. You can do things in any order you want. You want to go to the canal first one game, or you can go to the waterfront first. You can go to the Footlight District. You can go wherever. And also that map has so much to do. The specials on that map, the sword is really cool, better than the Rising Drac. The upgraded sword. Honestly, most of the Easter egg too. Most of it is just getting everyone's upgraded sword, which isn't even hard to do. You're just killing zombies and killing Margwas for the most part. And the Easter egg was the first Easter egg to kind of have a boss fight in Treyarch. You know, I mean, Shadow Man was like, it wasn't like too much of a boss fight, but it was a boss fight. The cutscene where Richtofen like took the summoning key, it's like, whoa, that was iconic back in the day. It's just like, man, Shadows just has so much character too. The map is so pretty, like the city and everything. The Wonder Weapon is probably one of the best, if not the best, Wonder Weapon in all of Zombies. I wish you could pack a bunch on Shadows, just like in Revelations. I wish you could. Unfortunately, you can't. So, also, I think high rounds on Shadows is so fun. I love going for high rounds in that map, and it makes me want to go for a high round right now. But this is the map that introduced Gobblegums and everything. Just wow. The music on the map is so good. The round changing music, the actual song you get for collecting the teddy bears or whatever. Shadows to me is just the perfect map. I can't even think of anything that I find annoying. I can't even think of anything. Besides, okay, maybe the little flying bugs, maybe those are a little bit annoying. But that's I'm just nitpicking here. Like, to me, Shadows is pretty much the perfect Zombies map, and I can always go back and play it. Anytime, any day, I love Shadows. I love it. Ooh, Treyarch cooked with this map, 100%. And now, the final map. It's also a map that holds a very special place in my heart. Moon. This is going to surprise people. And I know I'm going to have a lot of people disagreeing with me. I already know I am. But here's how I'm going to put it. I'm putting it above all these maps. And I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. To me, this map just holds a special place. Like, it's my favorite map on BO1. Honestly, it's my favorite Easter egg of all time. Back in the BO1 days, I used to do this Easter egg. I used to do it every single time I played Moon. Like, I know the Easter egg like the back of my head. I don't need no guide. I can go back and do it right now. Like, and the Easter egg was so good. You blow up the Earth. Richtofen, he switches places with Samantha. And then, like, if you're playing as Richtofen, you get to actually, like, you know, you're playing as Samantha now, and like her voice lines are so stupid and whatever. The zombies' eyes, like, they turn blue. After Moon, everyone was so excited for whatever was gonna happen in BO2, because like you blew up the Earth, so what's about to happen in BO2? The OG characters, of course, are amazing. You start in No Man's Land, and like, oh. And I know the map has flaws, okay? Like, it technically, like, objectively speaking, it's probably not better than Gorod, or Rising Drac, or Mob, objectively. But like I said, this is just my opinion on what I enjoy more. And I love Moon. Like, I don't care if the Easter egg is mostly, like, I know it's mostly just hitting the box, or waiting for Excavator 6 to get destroyed. I know all these things. But I don't know what it is about this map, but I just love it. And the BO3 version improved it so much. Like, the BO3 version of Moon just looks beautiful. The Biodome looks so good. The Wave Gun is also my favorite Wonder Weapon in all of Zombies. Just because of how, like, silly it is, I guess. That's the right word. You shoot zombies and they go, like, and they just pop, like, that's satisfying, like, bing, bong, boom, boom, like. Whew, I love Moon. I love Moon. I don't love it more than Origins or Shadows, but, you know, I love it. I love doing the Easter egg. I love going for high rounds. The astronaut can be annoying, you know. I know that, but I don't think he's that big of a deal. He's not that hard to kill. And I can always go back and play some Moon. Always. Always. If you made it all the way to the end, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, you know, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. It would help me out a lot. And of course you don't have to, but if you enjoyed, it would be very appreciated. So I hope the list didn't make you guys too angry. You know, I know everyone has different opinions and stuff, but if you guys disagree or whatever, you know, hey, the comments is right there. So just let me know. Let me know. But as always, right, so I'm going to have links in the description to check out everything I have to offer, which recently hasn't been much, but I'm going to try to make more consistent content, you know, not just make a video like once every year. Like if you look at my channel, it's literally like last year I made a video and then like 2 years ago I made it. Like I'm going to try to be more consistent. I know I say that every single time, but this time, guys, this time trust me, okay? Trust me. And I also got to make more videos that aren't just tier lists. Like I feel like, well, I mean, like in terms of like actual videos I made, like one of them was a tier list and one of them was like some DBD video or whatever. I mean, I guess if you guys, those are older videos that aren't as, the quality isn't as good as this one. Not saying this is amazing, but if you want to check them out, of course, they're on my channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed again, and I will see you next time.